name's Fringlish, and thanks to Reaper, I am here today to ask and answer one simple question. What is Colony Ship, a post-Earth role-playing game? Colony Ship, a post-Earth role-playing game, is a very long title, but more importantly, it's a game that draws inspiration from many precursors in the RPG genre. It has an advanced character creation, somewhat similar to Fallout, where you don't really have a predetermined class, but can focus on one side of the stat spectrum, increasing a primary stat, and the game makes sure to show really well what derived stat benefits you gain from it, making it a much more thought out choice and giving you different playstyles from the get-go. The game also has a good amount of text-based elements that define who you are initially and guide you onwards after that. Characters have quite extended and logical dialogues which can turn into a fight for your life, and with a single bad roll, or a trait, or a charisma fail, it could be your end, drawing on many roguelike elements, causing you to start again and again and again, learning more and getting just that little bit smarter as time goes on. You jump into the role of Ichabod, a colonist, and soon you'll find yourself in a harsh and unforgiving environment. There are a few major factions in the game that you can join. You can choose to side with the righteous Captain Braxton and his regulators, or side with Jonas, who tries to convince you that Braxton is playing you like a fiddle and wants to use you to get rid of the regulators and keep power for himself. Combat is hard and incredibly punishing. Right off the bat, you have to fight for your life, and most fights have the odds stacked against you. The best way is to follow the quest line first and find some backup. Being outnumbered is a sure way to get killed fast. The game makes sure to remind you that you are not special or powerful, and that honourable combat is for the dead. Battling will teach you how to play safe fast. You can use the environment, for example, to make sure only one enemy can attack you at the same time. Your ranged weapon can do quite some damage, and you can shoot multiple times if you have enough AP, but you need that AP to move around. For melee weapons like knives, you can choose not only where you want to hit them, the head, the torso, etc., but also a combination of several attacks, each with its own damage and AP cost. And also, don't forget to stock enough ammo. You have to make sure that you have the skills to go with all this combat, to get companions or to excel in one type of fighting, at least to give you an edge. The map consists out of several local ship areas, and using the ship area map will help you pinpoint quest locations more easily. The many close quarter combat areas in the maps may render your ranged attacks useless. More often than not, you need to make sure that you can fight in melee as well. Shotguns and melee weapons are therefore just as important as long range. All of these factors make every playthrough different and most playstyles plausible. The game plays smoothly, and you can spend hours simply exploring and trying to find easier enemies to gain some skill and levels. Going slow and steady, preparing thoroughly, and saving often is the way to play this game. You always end up trying to avoid combat, as it's a last resort and will often be more punishing than rewarding, even when winning. You are often weaker than the enemy, and one bad roll is enough to turn the tables against you. It is very comparable to one of the first games of this type known as Jagged Alliance, which was similarly punishing. But Colony Ship also has a lot of similarities with XCOM, albeit XCOM is much more friendly to a less hardcore player. The overall feel is very similar to, say, XCOM and Phoenix Force, but those are some big titles to follow. Because of this, it seems €20 is a bit too high a price. There is limited content to explore, and the game offers a high amount of challenge as well as more unwanted emotions like frustration and rage. However, it's an early access game. What we have is highly polished, but you can finish it really quickly, and then you have to wait. The same with many early access games, you have to pray that the developers keep developing and add more stuff. You can download a demo from the Steam page to try it out, and I definitely recommend that. But once again, don't get early access. As soon as it comes out and it's a bit longer, this game should be a lot better. While you're searching for the link to the demo that's in the description, don't forget to also like and subscribe to the channel, so we can offer you more of this content, which will help you get the best games without the need for extended research. Let us pull our hair out researching games so you can get to the gaming. Until the next time, toodles.